Welcome back to our channel Aman Codes. In previous episode, we have discussed about str data type, right? So in order to go further to bytes data type, we want to know what is typecasting techniques in Python. So typecasting techniques in Python is very important in order to understand the all other data types. Typecasting techniques in Python. Let's see. The purpose of typecasting techniques is that to convert one possible type of value into another possible type of value or other possible type of value. We have to convert one data type into another data type. The process of converting one possible type of value into other type of value is known as typecasting. That is, I said, right? Converting one type of possible value into another type of possible value is known as typecasting. So fundamentally, we have five typecasting techniques. Why five typecasting technique means up to now we have studied about these data types only, right? We have studied about int, we have studied about float, we have studied about bool, like that complex str, right? So first we are starting with int of. Here int of is used for converting one possible type of values into type of values means one float type, one complex type, one boolean type, one str type can convert into type of values. Are you getting my point? I hope so. If we see syntax, we can easily understand that point. See, variable name is equals to int. So inside we can write float value, bool value, complex value, or str value. We will take one by one and we will see right now. So variable name is equals to int of these values. So see, float type value into int type value. We have to convert that float type value into int type value. So we have to convert this float into int. So bool type value into int type value. So bool type value you can also convert it to int type value. So this is possible. This is also possible. Complex type value into int type value. So complex type value into int type value is not going to be possible. So str type of value into int type value. In that we have five cases: str int, str float, str bool, str complex, and pure str. We have to convert this all into int type. So str int only possible, remaining all not possible. Let's see with a practical example. So now I'm opening Python command prompt. I'm declaring a value as 23.56. So I want to convert this float value into which int value, right? So value is float value, right? See here, class float. I want to convert this into int. So in order to convert that into int, I have to write, I have to take one variable b is equals to typecasting int of that a value. A value is a float value, right? So now I'm trying to print b. See here. See, this float value has converted into int value 23. See, class int. So which is possible conversion of float value into int value is possible. This is our float value, right? Integer is a subset of float value. So float value consists of integer part, decimal part, right? So this is a decimal part and this all integer part. So int is a subset of float, right? So that is the reason typecasting is possible for float data type to int data type. So next coming to bool type of value into int type of value. Let's see this. So now I'm declaring a is equals to true. See, true is a bool type value, right? Now I'm printing the value and its type. Value is true and it's a class bool. So now I'm gonna to do typecasting. In order to do typecasting, see, B is a new variable, A is our this updated variable. So I'm passing that A into this int function. So it converts the A into int type and place that int type in B. So now I'm trying to print B. True has converted into 1 and it shows as int, right? So I'm trying to do with false. So now I'm going with false. A is equals to false. I'm trying to print a value and type. See, false comes under bool type. So now I'm typecasting, converting that bool value into type and placing that value into another variable called b. So now I'm trying to print b and its type also. See here, this false has converted into 0, so it comes under int class. So internally, true means 1, right? For bool values. False means 0, right? Internally, false means 0. So for bool values, if we try to typecast of 2, then it convert into 1. So if try to typecast of false, then it convert into 0. Why? Because true internal value is 1, false internal value is 0. That is the reason this typecasting is possible for bool data type. Means bool type of value into type of value possible. So next complex type of values into type of values. See, this is not possible here. No, we have to convert complex type of values into type. So now I'm declaring b is equals to 9 plus, so 9 minus 7j. Now I'm declaring the complex value as 9 minus 7j. I'm trying to print the value and type of the value also. So this is our value and it comes under complex data type. Complex is one of the class in Python. Now I'm trying to do typecast. I'm taking a new variable called c. So the B type has converted into type and placed in another variable called C, right? But here it is not possible. See here, it throws an error called type error. Throws an type error. Why? Because so it is an imaginary number, right? So complex is a combination of real number and imaginary number. So that is the reason it can't convert this into integer value. So next is str type of value into type of value. In that we have 5 cases. See here. First of all, we are going to see what is str into what is str float and all this. Coming to the point, str int means this is one integer value, right? So which is enclosed within the double quotes, then it is known as str int. This 34.56 is float value, right? Whenever it enclosed within the double quotes, then it is known as str float. So this true is a boolean value, right? Whenever this true is enclosed within the double quotes, then it is known as str bool. So next is 2 plus 3j. If we consider this is a complex value, whenever it enclosed with double quotes, then it is known as str complex. Pure str. You all know that pure str means. So if we consider any name, so if we consider codes within double quotes is known as pure str. So we have to convert these all into type of values. Let's see str int is converted into type or not. Yes, possible. I'm taking b is equals to int of, so str int, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anything you take integer value, but it should be enclosed within the double quotes. So I pressed enter. I'm trying to print the value of b and its type also. See, this str int has converted into type. So next we are going to convert str float into type value, which is not possible. So first we are declaring, first we want to see is this float or not. So first we want to see is this float or not. So I'm taking the float value as 23.45. Let's check what type is this. So it comes under str class. So now I'm going to convert this str class into int class. Let's see how we can. 23.45. So see here, we got an value error. It can't convert this float value into int value. Why? Because str means combination of numerics, combination of alphabets, combination of special symbols also. See here, combinations of numerics, one special symbol called dot and combination of another numerics. So the PVM considers this as str only, so it can't convert str bool. So this true is bool value that is enclosed within the double quotes. So let's see, the type of this value is str. Now I'm trying to convert this str into int type. Let's see it will convert or not, we will see. So it throws an value error. So same error here also, we got a value error. Same to same message means this true is comes under alphabets, right? So alphabets enclosed within the double quotes means it comes under str data type only, right? So how it will convert str into int? So it is not possible to convert str bool type into int type. So str complex into int type value, which is also not possible. So now I'm trying to convert this str complex into int type. So I'm going to see type of this str value. So type of this str complex value 2 plus 3j. So it comes under str class. Now I'm trying to convert this str into int. Let's see. Same, it throws an value error. Same message. So here also, so PVM consider this as str, but it can't convert into int type. Why? Because means, so it is a combination of both integers and this alphabet, right? So internally PVM treats this as str only. So it can't convert this str complex into int type. So that is the reason it is not possible. Pure str into int type, which is going to be not possible. So let us consider this one. I'm declaring s is equals to pure str, like CODES. This is a pure str. So I'm going to print this type because it comes under str class. Now I'm trying to convert this str type into int type. Let's see. It will convert or not. No, we will see. So same value error we got it. One point you think that str bool is not converted into int. Str complex is not converted to int. Why a pure str will convert to int? So it is also not converted to int. Why? Because it consider as code. Codes means it is a collection of what? Alphabets, right? So collection of alphabets is known as str, right? How can you convert this str into int type? So it is impossible. So why we discussed this typecasting means, in order to understand the upcoming data types, we have bytes data types, byte array data types, range data type, right? So in order to understand these three data types, typecasting is an main thing. So if we learn a typecasting before learning bytes and byte array, then it is going to be easy to understand bytes and byte array data types. So that is the reason I have explained the typecasting techniques in Python. In today's video, we have completed only this conversion. In upcoming episodes, we will see float, bool, complex, str. So that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching.